disrespectful for Crawford to call you out at 68, say that he can beat you at this weight?
No, you know, everybody wants to fight with me, so it's fine.
That being a biggest fight possible in boxing, is that something you'd actually be interested in?
You know, it's crazy when you asking about that because you say, your Machado is coming out with other weight classes and that's it, and he's welterweight. So don't make sense. He's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in, because you know I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is no. But if the fight make sense, why not?
A lot of people have him at #1 pound for pound. You think that's fair to you?
You know, it's a few people there who deserve to be the #1 pound for pound, and it's fine.
Canelo Alvarez, the reigning face of boxing, has responded to Terence Crawford's recent call-out with a fire message that has fans buzzing. In a new video, Alvarez emphatically declared, "Send me the contract," signaling his openness to a potential showdown. With Crawford, who has been vocal about testing himself against the Mexican superstar, this clash of champions, both at the pinnacle of their careers, has sparked intense speculation about what could be one of the most electrifying bouts in recent history.
Right now, in your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can't put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion. Something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford as #1.
Has the Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you're still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, it happens. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
Canelo Alvarez, hailing from Guadalajara, Mexico, is a 4-division world champion and the current undisputed super middleweight champion, known for his exceptional power, defensive skills, and adaptability in the ring. Canelo has faced and defeated some of the biggest names in boxing, solidifying his status as one of the sport's best.
Canelo has beaten these guys with all 5 layers of defense. #1, feet. #2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys got to the highest level of boxing supremacy. Canelo Alvarez means to the Mexican fans what Floyd Money Mayweather meant for black people. 50 wins in boxing, no losses, no draws. And follow for more.
I mean, you fought Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you think?
I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult.
Terence Crawford from Omaha, Nebraska, is also a multi-division world champion, having titles in the lightweight, light welterweight, and super welterweight divisions, renowned for his switch-hitting ability, ring IQ, and knockout power. Crawford became the undisputed welterweight champion after his victory over Errol Spence Jr.
When he fought Canelo and he was standing right in front of Canelo and Canelo's just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing and weave. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time. Power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push.
Victory Crawford publicly called out Canelo expressing his desire to move up to 168 lbs to challenge the Mexican superstar. In response,
push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy, and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but, you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chest.
Canelo addressed the call out in a video message stating, "If he really wants to fight, send me the contract." This statement indicates Canelo's openness to the bout provided the terms are agreeable.
We have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right. Crawford, pound for pound, #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys.
One of the primary discussions surrounding this potential fight is the significant weight difference. Canelo has been competing at 168 lbs, while Crawford's recent fights have been at 147 and 154 lb. Canelo has expressed concerns about the size disparity, suggesting that weight classes exist for a reason and that moving up multiple divisions can be challenging.
Crawford, I see he wants to fight. He's made it clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better. No, Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, but you know, like I say, he's a weight classes for a reason. I'm focused 100% on Berlanga, and you never know what happened.
Yeah.
Demetrius Andrade, a former world champion and experienced boxer, has weighed in on the potential clash between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, offering a nuanced perspective that emphasizes the significance of size and experience at higher weight classes. Andrade's assessment aligns with many expert analyses acknowledging Crawford's exceptional skills, while highlighting the unique challenges he would face against a fighter of Canelo's.
Dominant, it was just tough, man. It was just a tough year. Which, at the end of the day, I'm a fighter. I believe who I am, with confidence and my skills and talent. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I do. It was just tough. And did it play in the fight? It played in the whole circle. You know, like the communication level, like between me and my dad, just a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That usually is there, wasn't there because of the situation, which is, to me, fine, because I went through with it. I believe in myself, my talent, and whatever happens, happens. But I'm not going to be shy or run away from something because, like, life is going on. But this is my life also, is boxing.
David Ben has shared similar sentiments. While he praised Crawford's technique, he expressed doubts about Crawford's power carrying over to higher weight classes. Benovitz pointed out that Crawford would need to move up 2 more weight divisions to challenge Canelo, a move he sees as a significant obstacle. Interview 8, emphasizing the importance of respecting weight categories.
The definition of boxing. Please look up the definition of boxing, the martial arts of boxing, and then come back with your opinion. Because boxing is not all about knocking somebody out. Yes, that's part of it. That can happen, but boxing is a sport where you can outpoint somebody too. That's why they go to the scorecard.
I appreciate that take, bro. That's real educated, man, real thoughtful. But you know, you ain't had a decision in a long time, bro. you know, you known for like being a great finisher. So I appreciate that, but that ain't how you moving though.
Right.
Benovitz gave Canelo the advantage in a potential matchup, highlighting the difficulties of stepping up to face a seasoned champion at a higher weight, though Benovitz himself has long been a standout in the 147B division and is seen as a potential challenge for Canelo. A fight between them has yet to come to fruition.